Don't forget we got merch now, so check the link in the description. Oh hey! Gang, this one was waiting in the wings while I had my spine repaired. And it was worth it. Now I stand with confidence, and I seem to fart less. On to today's video. Chad Anderson is a very funny stand-up comic and smoker of cigarettes.
And we're like, we live in a one-bedroom condo with a dog. Should we have a kid? And we're like, yeah, I guess. And that's what we did. So I know like a lot of kids do ask, but then some kids don't. But I hope she's one of those kids that ask, like, was I planned or was I an accident? And I'm gonna be like, well, sweetheart, sit down. I'm gonna tell you a little story. The year was 2020. It was May. The COVID-19 pandemic had already taken hold of the entire world, and your mother and I were in our one-bedroom condo, and we decided, hey, we could either watch The Office for the 30th time in a row, or we could make a baby. And so we made a baby, and then 15 minutes later, we watched The Office for the 30th time.
He's also a very good friend of mine and a busy family guy. And while he is primarily a PS5 gamer, which I don't hold against him, but I could. In the back he said he'd wanted to get a PC that he could use for a little bit of gaming and some writing, but he never really had the time or the opportunity. That is until, on a neighborhood Facebook group, someone was giving away a bunch of PC parts in a case, so he went and picked them up. Obviously. And then he dropped them off at our old studio where I began sorting them and cleaning them up. Now, I really like the tower he got. It has a massive case fan on the side panel that is also red and lights up. There's also a temperature display on the front of it, and this is the pièce de résistance, a SATA hard drive docking bay. Blah, 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 blah. So once I got my hands on this, right away I noticed the motherboard was for an AM3 chip, and we didn't want to go with that generation, and recently we had two motherboards donated to the channel, both of them with i5 6600K chips, so one of those should get the job done nicely. The boards came with RAM, so we weren't worried about figuring that out, and Chad actually picked up a Hyper T2 off of that same group, which apparently randomly supported LGA 1151 chips, which is perfect because that's exactly what a 6600K is. The only thing we went out and bought for this project was a brand new Kingston 500 gig solid state drive, and our buddy Gabe donated a GTX 970 for graphics. At this point, we've got all our hardware, everything's been sorted out. We're basically ready for Chad to come by so we can put the thing together in what would hopefully be a fairly simple process. Canadian computer collector, Canadian computer collector here, and I am hanging out with my best bud, Chad Anderson.
Suck it, Rory.
Well,
He's gonna hate that.
You look like Cheech or Chung. Can't remember which.
anyway, what are we doing here today? Chad is looking to build a PC, and he's brought a whole bunch of parts with him, and we're gonna slap them together for him.
I don't know how.
Well, you know what, Chad? We're gonna learn then today together. Actually, wait, I know how it goes together. Chad today is gonna learn. Okay, he's already opening up drive base. It's not a bad thing. I guess it's not a good thing, but it's technically not bad.
Did this?
Without further ado, it's time to get started. So initially I had this whole thing figured out where Chad would come by, we would build a computer together, I'd show him how it works, and in the end I'd have this great video showing all of y'all how to make a computer of your own. But then we ran into some issues, many of which were not fixable. For one, the Hyper T2 box only had mounting hardware in it. There was not actually a cooler in there. I guess we didn't look.
I picked this up for free. And, oh,
I dragged it through that face. Oh, that's all that's in there, eh?
Yeah.
Nice part was, it was free, so we're not really out anything. We also have like another 212 or something sitting around the studio, so maybe we could use that. Might not mount, though, to the board, but we'll see.
For the viewers at home,
It's fine.
I already forgot what I wanted.
In the meantime, we prepped everything, got it all on the board together, hooked it up in the case, and then it just kept boot looping. If you're not familiar with boot looping, that's where you go to turn on your computer, it starts up, and then turns off after about 10 or 15 seconds, and then starts up, and then shuts off after about 10 or 15 seconds, and then starts up, and you can basically see the concept of infinity now exists. If you've experienced this, you know it's more annoying than going number 2 at a busy community center on Canada Day, which may or may not have happened recently. Logically, the next stage was testing and repair. My brother came over and the two of us put this board through the gauntlet, moving RAM sticks, trying different ones, different power delivery, resetting CMOS, letting it loop for a while. It seemed like nothing moved the needle. We even pulled out another LGA 1151 board and chip to test it with the same chip, then a different one, and it exhibited the same behavior as the other. At one point, we noticed some of the pins on one of the CPUs were bent, so I did my best to repair them and bend them back. And while it seemed like it didn't do much that same day, something miraculous took place a few days later. But for now, it felt like we weren't getting anywhere, and Chad's PC just wasn't going to happen. Stace, however, being the curious cat that he is,
Call him Whiskers.
went home later that night and did some research. And he actually found something relevant for us to try on our next live stream. And that's where the miracle happened. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Canadian Computer Collector live broadcast. We are hanging out here in the, what will soon be known as Old Studio. Stace and I are working on a PC build for a friend that has kind of entered this weird phase where we have two MSI boards that were donated to the channel, two i5 6600Ks. We were just going to throw one in to one of those boards, overclock it and cool it, and make a super cool computer for my buddy Chad. Problem is, both these boards, for whatever reason, will not post, they will not display anything, and from everything we've read online, there's really no answer. After all of the digging that we did online, we discovered a post where a guy had the same problem. He got so frustrated with his machine that he went and got a beer and then came home and it had boot looped itself into a Windows install. So we're hoping to do the same thing here. We've got two motherboards in front of us, one here and one here, both hooked up to different power supplies. We're just going to start them up and let them boot loop into infinity. Expert is 100% fart. I like that. Is that Rory by chance?
Can't remember which.
Where are we going? Over here? 3, 2, 1. You know what's funny, actually? If you watched our video about the gaming laptop rescue where we restored my GE72 VR, which is running this... Whoa! What? No friggin' way. Do we already have one that's working? No way. Yes, oh my god, it booted to a login screen. Are you kidding me? Which one is this? After the random success on our live stream, the next time we got together, we went full tilt on finishing Chad's PC. Took the board that posted and stuck it into the case. As somewhat predicted, the Hyper 212 we had on hand did not have the proper mounting hardware for the board we were using, so we ended up throwing a stock Intel cooler on there. And to be honest, with the use case of this PC, that should be plenty.
We got Windows installers here.
Fancy red light, looking for something that says gigabyte. There we go. Okay.
Just had to do it once.
That was scary. Here you go, Chad. The card was a bit heavy in the rear, my lady. So I put together a quick fix using some PVC and black electrical tape.
It's called electrical tape because it conducts electricity.
This thing, simply pressure fit, does a great job of holding it and looks alright. Lastly, we made sure the temperature sensor was hooked up properly and then installed Windows. I danced like a geriatric male stripper and we called it a day. So time to give it back to Chad, but not before trying to scare him. Okay, Chad is on his way up and we're gonna
Show him his new computer.
Hey, it's open. Hello?
Ah! Alright, how's it going? Look at this b****.
Alright, that's...
Anyway, yeah, long story short, we had two boards that we tried to use, and the one that you and I hooked up, I'll have to check the footage. We had two of them that were basically identical and they were doing the same thing, and so we did that live stream where we just hooked both of them up and let them reset until one of them came back. And this one did it. She works! On video gaming.
Shoot.
Any Julio. Chad Anderson, thank you so much for coming on down. What do you think of the new PC?
Pretty sick.
Are you excited to join the ranks of people who have to do active maintenance all the time on the crap that they use?
To be honest, most games I'm probably still gonna play on my PS5.
This is the thing that Stace and I talk about sometimes. It's like PS5 is a really strong piece of hardware, and like if you're gonna be playing like Call of Duty or Helldivers or something, you may as well just do it on the PS5 still. But this will be good for streaming. You know, you could actually get like a capture card and stream your PS5 through this. You can also play games that are PC exclusive. Like we like to play Phasmophobia and get our jitters frittered late at night. Yeah. Anyway, quick rundown of what's in here. Before we go. So Chad's machine has an i5 6600K married to a gigabyte board, of which I will put the name on the screen right now. So it's got 16 gigs of RAM and a GTX 970, as well as a slick case. Yeah, she pretty. Oh, and I gotta take this back. It's for a wireless keyboard.
Because you'd be like this. Why is it not working?
You know, show me that again.
Like that.
Is that a computer?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks so much, folks. As you can tell, we have changed studios since that video was shot. We are now in the current space, which is very exciting. If you're interested in supporting the channel for $1 a month, you can join our Patreon. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to all of our patrons. There are 19 of you now, so it's getting harder for me to mention all of your names in each video, but surely you see them here passing by on the screen. Also, don't forget to check out our merch. The link is in the description below. And if you were a fan of the video that you saw today, then maybe you should check out some of the other very cool builds that we've done in the past. Hopefully are hovering above my hands.